In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Amen. Look at somebody and say, at my new dawn you will hear the end of my enemies. I say it as if you mean it. Say it as if you mean it. Now go to somebody and say, at my new dawn you will hear the end of that bastard. Can you say it as if you mean it? Hallelujah. Take a beautiful seat in beautiful God's presence. Hallelujah. Many a times, whenever God has a new agenda, several things happen. Anytime that God wants to do a new thing in a family, in a place, in a nation, several things always happen. And such things that happens at times are not palatable. Anytime God wants to reposition things, reposition places, reposition families, reposition churches, reposition schools, reposition markets, reposition, states, reposition nations, several things happen, and they are not palatable. Before we came into this site, it was so bushy, and the bush loved the way it was. The farmers loved the way it were. But we came in and we do unpalatable things. And we begin to do clearing, removing the bushes, telling them you're not supposed to be here. Why they are saying in themselves, this is our domain. We want to remain like this. But we say, man, if we do not remove you, the building will not stand. If we do not remove you, the good thing that is happening here will not happen today. So, for this good thing to happen, several unpalatable things will happen to unpalatable people. Yes, men and brethren, if we want to further, beautify this place, the unpalatable thing will still happen. Yes, what will happen with demolition? Yes, and it is unpalatable. Yes. For the palatable to be blessed. Hallelujah. Yes. So in the family, in every organization, in the nation, like in Nigeria now, several unpalatable things is going on. But they must take place so that God will be able to reposition the nation. And whenever God wants to reposition the people of the nation, it will affect some people negatively and it will affect some people positively. For the Spirit of God will fall afresh on you. He will break you. He will mold you. And He will build you. These processes are not palatable. Because at times He makes you look stupid. At times He makes you look foolish. At times people will doubt you. At times people will misunderstand you. At times people will misinterpret you. Why? Because you are in the making of the Lord. And so, you will not look the way they want you to look. You won't be the way they want you to be. You won't do things the way they want you to do it. Because you are passing through a process. Those of us that are students, it is never palatable to make you into a doctorate or into a graduate. It is not palatable, because when you are staying awake in the night, when others are sleeping and snoring, it is not palatable. Am I talking? Yes, for you to be a better man of God, when others are are eating, you are fasting. When others are smiling, you are not smiling. Because you want God to fashion you into the best. There is no best that has ever come out from a wonderful ground. There is no best that has ever existed from a palatable ground. Is somebody hearing me? Every best comes out from the rough road. Every best comes out from a rough road. God does not choose his captains of war from a peaceful ground, a peaceful environment. He chooses them from a war environment. And of course, you cannot be a captain without scars. Whenever you are in the making of God, you will become a mystery. Come on, lift up your right hand and say, Lord, make me a mystery. Lord, make me a mystery. Say louder, Lord, make me a mystery. Lord, make me a mystery. In the name of Jesus. Let me hear louder, amen. Sit down, say, you remain a mystery even to your parents. You remain a mystery to your friends. You remain a mystery to everybody. Except you become a mystery, you will end up as a mistake. Is somebody hearing me? Yes, sir. So, before you become the best, God must ruggedly rough-handle you. And so when God is rough-handling you, don't complain. That is where people miss it. A lot of people go ahead to complain. A lot of people go ahead to doubt. A lot of people go ahead to say a lot of things. The man you see on the street tomorrow, you might see him on the estate. Man you see on the street, but let me rephrase. The man you see on the street today, you might see him on the estate tomorrow. That is why you don't look down on people. No matter how they are, no matter how you see them, don't look down on them. Appreciate every human being the way they are, because that is what makes them special from others. If I look like you, there is no difference. I mustn't look like you to become the best. I must look like me in my way to become the best. If you want to be like me, you become photocopy. Be yourself in my way. You know what I'm saying? Yes, be yourself in my way. Don't be me, because you can't be me. There are only 3 me in the whole world, and I might meet one before I die. The same way to you and to everyone. One of my kind may be in America. The other one may be in China. The other one may be in Dubai. And once in life we might cross our path. Like Jubril and Buha. I didn't say anything. Hallelujah. Amen. You know, 2 days ago, the youth went for crusade in Saburi. How many of the youths went there? Okay. Who preached the first day? Who? The bishop? Who preached the second day? Huh? Evangelist doctor. sweet? Was it wonderful? And the results are coming. Hallelujah. Because few calls are coming. And people were pointing hand. That are the children of. A lion will always be guarded. Hallelujah. In matters like that, that is where God will fine-tune your calling, fine-tune your gifting. Amen. Okay, let me do justice. Hallelujah. That is Bible commentary. It's gospel commentary. Like in the football field. You will hear my name there. And the name of other men of God. Praise the Lord. It was done by one of the fathers in the land. Amen. It's a complimentary copy. All of you for the work well done. Okay, I think the choir will lead. Okay. I will give you. I will going to dance choir. Hallelujah. Now look at somebody close to you. Look at that person closely and say, I tell you and I'm telling you again. At my new dawn. You will hear. You are the one I'm talking to. You are the one I'm talking to. You will hear the end of my enemies. Now, can I be bold to tell somebody here that this is your new day? You didn't hear what I said. I said this is your new dawn. I said this is your new dawn. This week matters in the life of many. In the calendar of the year. This week we are in matters in the life of many. Therefore lift up your hand. Say, my Father, my Maker. I lift up this week unto you. Let heaven release my results. The result of my promotion. The result of my breakthrough. The result of my greatness. Unto me. Spiritually. Physically. Financially. Mentally. Politically. In the name of Jesus. Testimony, may they function heavenly this week in the name of Jesus. Now take your seat and stay with me. You know, for possible things to be possible or to happen, there will be a kind of impossible situation. For possible things to be possible and to happen, there will be something that looks like an impossible situation. I want to tell you, sir, that every time that God wants to promote you, there are important personalities that might leave you. Do you know why they will leave you? Not because they hate you, but because there should be no two captains in the boat. And so whenever God wants to bless a family, there are some wicked elements that will die. People must leave you. People must go. And many times, whenever friends you, don't cry. Whenever situations change, the only thing that will worry you is if you are not in the right standing with God. But when you have put yourself on the rule and discover that you are still in the balance sheet of God, forget it. Somehow you might meet at the end. And when you meet there, they will see you better off. I want to announce to somebody that better things are on your way. I said better things are on your way. And let me tell you, whenever heaven wants to redesign you, not everybody will be happy. Yes, sir. Not everybody will be happy. Some people will not be happy. If you expect everybody to be happy with you, then you miss it. Look at somebody and say, "Oh, my prayer for you is that you'll be happy for me." So that I will be a blessing to you. Hallelujah. Sit down and say with me. No matter how bad and terrible Buhari was, there are people that benefited. And can I be able to tell you it was during Buhari regime that God remembered me? Yes, sir. Thank you for Jesus. But it wasn't according to Buhari's budget. No. It was according to the divine budget of God. Because Oruma Buhari, you can make it. Not according to Buhari's budget. Hallelujah. Amen. The limit of limit, God have remembered life refiners. Yes, but it is only few that will catch the vision and stay with it, walk with it, run with it, and end with it. It's only few. There is a beautiful ant called a goop. I don't know what it's called in English. Maybe a gutic. When that ant is small, it will hold tight the tree. But when it is ripe for food, it will leave the tree and become a meat to humanity. May you not be a gutic. Because the more you walk with God, the more you look like God, the more you be like God, the more you believe God. So not the more you walk with God, the more you doubt God. That is anti-walk. But the more you walk with God, the more you be like Him, the more you have understanding of God, the more you have understanding of things. And let me tell you, when I started with God, there are things I thought that until that, I was thinking that God is far, far to reach. But the more I walk with God, I discover that God is closer. God is nearer. God is peaceful. God is awesome. God is friendly. God is fatherly. God is everything that you can think of. God is loving. He's love. And God decided to visit His people. And when God decides to visit the people, it doesn't matter who is up there. It doesn't matter who is down there. It doesn't matter who is around you. What matters is what God has decided to do. And so it was with the children of Israel, having suffered for many years, having gone through so many things for so many years. And the enemy kept on pushing. And hear this. As long as your enemy is pushing, never you stop. There are matters that need peace, and there are matters that need push. So when you pray for peace, peace refuses to come. Push. Yes, sir. That's why Jesus said, if your enemy slap you here, turn the other side. But Ojuku said, if your enemy slap you this side, cut off the head. Don't give the other side. Hallelujah. Yeah. In Exodus chapter number 11, Exodus chapter number 11, like I told you, this week is important in the calendar of this year to so many people. You may not understand what I'm saying, but I believe God that it will not be long, we will understand. But when Jesus kept talking in parables, so many of the disciples never understood what he was saying until it came to pass. And they begin to, match what he said with the events of the day, and they were able to understand and understood what he meant and what he was saying at that time. And so I say to you that this week is important in the calendar of the year according to God's blessings in your life. I didn't hear your readiness, amen. For us. Amen. I think he will work for us. Amen. And in Exodus chapter number 11 and from verse 1, yes.
And the Lord said unto Moses, yet will I bring one plague.
How many plagues?
One.
How many plagues?
One.
One more plague.
Upon Pharaoh.
Upon Pharaoh.
And upon Egypt.
And upon Egypt.
Afterwards, he will let you go hence.
And afterwards, Pharaoh must let you go. Now, at the time that God was speaking to Moses, there remained one plague. There remained one plague. That was Israelites. I pray that our plague is over. Amen. I pray so. Amen. I pray so because there are plagues and there might be one more. Anytime I talk like this, you be careful so that you will not be a victim. You know, if God says Chineke they put up to 12 moments. The blessing is about to come. But my fear, remain one. I prayed one prayer and I kept on praying it. I prayed that prayer for 15 years. And that prayer is, God, give me those who will end with me in old age. And the time will come in life, refine us. When my bones will be weak, and when my strength will be weak by age, and when anytime I want to preach, and two ushers will hold me by the right and left and help me to stand up, and I will come out to preach, may I be able to see those who started with me from the beginning. Amen. Special seats, and then we have special apparel, and I will be able to look at them, and we will tell the stories of the storms, the stories of the plagues, the stories of the challenges, and the victories we recorded in Christ to have brought us to that height at that time. I prayed this prayer for 15 years. And I pray that God will continue to mark those people. Amen. I don't know if you're among them. Hallelujah. Amen. And so the Bible is saying, the Lord said unto Moses, I will bring one more plague upon Pharaoh, not upon Moses. And so every Pharaoh in your life, there is one more plague upon them. I said every Pharaoh upon your family, there is one more plague upon them. Do you know there are people that are always happy? And what makes them happy is your tears. Anytime you're complaining, anytime you're bitter, anytime you are in pain, you see them happy, they are jubilating. Anytime you fail, anytime rough things happen to you, anytime you have a kind of an arc or whatever, you see them jubilating. But let me tell you this. You will never know you're good friends until bad thing happen to you.
Yes, sir.
You can never understand you're good friends until you are in trouble. I was talking to pastors yesterday. And I said to them, time at God that when a brother fall, the brethren will gather and begin to pray and say, God, it will not happen. And until they deliver him from the hands of the devil. But today, when a brother fall, it becomes a message on the pulpit. That is how bad and deteriorating Christianity has gone to. A Muslim convert was testifying. And he said they tried pain seeing Christians cry. And her job was to gather Bibles and burn them. One day, her friend, a co-student, kept her Bible on her bed. And she came and said, who put it in here? And she took it and tore it and slammed it here. And the girl turned to her in University of Nigeria and Sudan. Turned to her and said, called her by name 3 times and said, this same Bible you tore, you will preach it. And today she's a preacher. Is somebody hearing me?
Yes, sir.
After 15 years or thereabout, Jesus appeared to her and the husband in the room. And today she's a preacher doing great work among Muslims. From Jalingo. Most of you saw it in the video. So I'm not saying. You may never know those who truly love you until you are in trouble. And you will never know those who celebrate you until you are in celebration. A young man was rejected by the family simply because God asked him to marry a crippled lady. The family rejected him, friends rejected him. Say, how can you, a doctor, qualified medical doctor, reduce yourself to this level of marrying this wheelchair girl? The will of God does not look like the will of man. The will of God is always rough. And on their wedding day, the whole hall was jam-packed with mockers. Came to mock him. And all of them came with rubber gifts. Say, this week, the Lord will turn the disgrace back in 100-fold to your enemies. All those who are waiting for life refiners to fall, the Lord will return shame unto them. For you to borrow this December, the Lord will return shame upon you. look at somebody and say, I will not only celebrate, but people will celebrate me. Come on, shout hallelujah! Stay with me. Friends and families. And they were dancing. The lady was in wheelchair. And then the young man held her. And they were dancing. And friends were coming. Oh, make your girlfriend to stand now. Make she dance with you. Why is she sitting down? Only you stand. Make your girlfriend, your wife. This one will come, families will come, they were mocking him. And people were down there mocking him. And the young man started sobbing. But listen to me. At the critical time, critical situation, there are few individuals that will devote everything about them to you. As I am today, God kept telling me there are people that are praying for you. They may not be here. They may be there. Few may be here. I may not know them, but I know because I feel it on daily basis that there are families in their morning altar. They are praying for me. And you are reward will come to you. You may think I don't know, but I'm a man of the Spirit. I feel it every day. And every time I come across you, I feel something. I may hide it, but time is coming when I will show it to you. Come on, somebody say amen. Sit down, still. Take it or leave it. The Igbo man ministry, they suffer. So when don't look down what is happening here. Our ministries, they suffer. If I'm a Yoruba man, at this time, I'm not forced on a compound. And the people you will see, they are Igbos. If I tell them, start, put your head like this, they will put. If I tell them, do like this, they will do. But as long as I'm Igbo man, I'll see operator so what? I will understand these things. But it will come to an end someday. Three friends went to a corner in the church and they were praying. Their prayer is not for the lady to walk. Their prayer is God. Hold Brother Kevin. Hold him. Help him. Let him be strong. And the man who was praising, who was singing, now raised a song. It became the covenant song of that brother. He was moved by that song. And he took hold on the hand of the wife and pulled her and she stood up. And still came upon the legs. And the crippled lady began to walk, and began to dance. All the mockers, all the people that were there, they left their gifts, went back. Some brought fridge, some brought television, some brought this, and the wedding changed. Your testimony will change. Your testimony will change. At your new dawn, the shame will return back to your enemies. And I tell you that this is your new dawn. Today is your new dawn. Today is your new dawn. And God said to Moses, Pharaoh, it's not that I don't know what he's doing. It's not that I don't know. I don't see what he has done. I've seen the damages. But don't worry. I have one more plague. One more plague. My problem is not what the enemies will do to you. My problem is what God will do to them. And then the journey began. Look at verse 2. It says, speak now in the ears of the people, and let every man borrow of his neighbor, and every woman of her neighbor, jewels of silver and jewels of gold. Jewels of silver and jewels of gold. Let me tell you, your level will change. I remain grateful to God. You know, in the heart of some people, anytime dad is talking or mom is talking, they will talk about their house and I'm in prayer. I will say it, and I will say it, and I will say it, and I will say it. Where is the wife of Tango? She's not in church. Bro, thank God. I would have. Was I heading you one? Oh, wait, how can you go to village? How about it? He called you. And what did he say? What is it that because you can't explain? Bro, thank God to village. They say, one money. Later, when I called him, I looked up, I got okay. Get what I did. Or when you go to Garai, oh, what I do, give me the empty sin and chimney man. Woman, what I do, give me the empty sin and chimney man. Oh, yeah. Sit down, stay with me. Somebody opened the mouth and said, "Oh, brother Samson. Oh, when I come to church in a day, that small church in day. Is it from there you say he built that kind?" God said he will give you speed. And the road 2 years. And I hope they make 2 years, January next year. So that when my children will come, I've ever had enough. I want you to hear this. I will dedicate my triplets next year. Austin. You read his book? Yeah. He was a stammerer. And the father was a pastor and left a church of less than 50 members unto him and died. And people said, what can Joel still do? He's a stammerer. And Joel still came and said that this church is below my vision. And people doubted him. And today, Joel Austin, that church, Hilltop Church, they have turned it from 50 members to hundreds of thousands, and had the largest, one of the largest churches in the whole world. And he's no longer a standard. I will tell you that God cannot do impossible things. Gị atụla egwu gị ka m nọnyere. Atụla egwu gị ka m nọnyere. Elela anya gburugburu n'ụwa. Ngaji aka ezi omume gwa ihe gị. Ngaji aka ezi omume. I know that my people, they are hard to hear. Tell them. Your level is about to change in silver and in gold. That is a level where God is simply saying some of you will become a millionaire, some of you will become billionaires. It depends on the level of your understanding. He said, go to your neighbors and both men and women. Sir, if God be God in this church, people will envy you. Do you hear what I said? Yes, sir. Man or not is no chase. But as long as this God is on the throne, God will do it for you. People will plead with you. I want to be a member of your church. Can you help me now? It will happen. I wasn't the one that sent the missionaries that came here and prophesied. I wasn't the one that sent Lutka. Yes, Lutka, that was the name. And her team to be here from Slovakia to prophesy and say what God has told them, and those things are coming to pass. I don't limit the prophecies of God. Whether we believe it or not, you will be a partaker to the glory. That's the way. One thing I pray is don't allow pride when it will come. As for me, I've settled my case with God long ago. Not now. I entered into covenant with God in 1995. I said, God, keep me away from pride. And that is why my humility is dangerous. Very, very dangerous. My humility is dangerous. Only but my humility can make you make mistakes about me. Get ready to borrow. The man of God tell the woman, go and borrow vessels, empty vessels. Borrow vessels, borrow empty vessels. You have to start dreaming big. big. Dream big. I was here. They called me and said, we want you to bid on police auction. I said, I'm not a businessman. They said, bid. We're going to give you 3 states or 4 states. Bid. In my office here. Yes. And I bid it. And 3 states was given to me to auction things. And when the time comes, it will speak. Okamgaragi.
Yes, sir.
Good and bad. It will come. Leave office and leave more here.
Yes, sir.
In this office, in this bush. I was here 2 days ago. A barrister came in here. Said to me, I went to EFCC and I was discussing with them concerning this social exchange grant, the way they are arresting some people. And they told me that there's only one cooperative out of the whole national cooperative that we have not gotten any bad report. That one they call refiners. They said the man is like this. He's doing it the way churches should do something. He said he hit his heart and he was relaxed. He was happy. He didn't want the man to know he even know refiners. For the man to talk more. And I told the man, maybe you make investigation, let me know the man so that I can go and register with you. No, the man don't agree. They said that man, we have not gotten any report. And inside of me. And he turned to me and said, man of God, keep your hand please, the way you are. You don't know, but we know. Because we are the ones out there. I want you to understand one thing. You know, when God told the people, leave Egypt, go to the promised land, some people doubted. I am not doubting. Who will get to the end? People who like the poverty, I like him here. Let me tell you something. How many of our fathers on a Sunday like this after church service, we take the wife, take the children, and say, let's go out. Or on job. You take them to Tantalizer, take them to somewhere. Let the children play around. Let them cool their brain. Then you enjoy yourself and come back for evening house fellowship. You need a dog come. December, already you book your flight ticket for your wife, for you, for your children. Other people, I know people go there and ABC, they will buy their flight. the nama, cow, pursuing you in both your hungry. I dream bad dream. I dream bad dream. It's a dream bad dream. Why you not a dream bad dream? Every day, let me sit down. Go to look at him. Hey. Every day you want to eat apple and soup. Come Gary, soup. Power, no nothing. No nothing. And you think it's life? The only thing is you change soup. Today, see, you cook oven. Then tomorrow, you cook this. The other day, you cook this one. This day, you cook that one. You change, you know, and you see, there is nothing wrong that before you eat your lunch, you eat some things that will appetize us, that will open and you know, and then you eat. Oh my God! As you're eating, and then different kinds of juice, different kinds of things. You will take it when you are put to it. Over heat, I never AC and never cook in a bread. The who clear vision. Hey! Not just for me today and tomorrow no more. But daily basis. Life is good, man. Stop changing cream. This my body, you know, fresh. Make I use tomorrow you use truck, next day you use it, eat good food. When the body is big, I don't like the kind of food like you take cream, cremalize it, you must look good. You must look good. What? If you eat good food, you won't go to hospital. You won't need drugs. Good food, just good food. When you buy one bubble for your child, what do you mean? Every child needs one egg every day. One egg, go to a food. One gets school, the bread, and then like this. Every day, Indomie. Every day for your lunch box, Indomie. I'm not cooking Indomie for me. One day they will go with that Indomie and they talk with it. Yeah, you didn't eat Indomie, Mom, I'm not eating Indomie. And look at verse 3. What did he say? And the Lord gave the people what? Favor. What? Favor. Before whom? The man Moses was very what? In the land of? And in the sight of? And in the sight of? And you tell me I will not be great? I am great already. And the Lord will give you favor. I said the Lord will give you favor. Sit down, stay with me. There are some of my sons in the Lord, I keep telling them how the future will be. I keep telling them, don't worry. For example, Friday, I will keep telling Friday, you'll be an importer. You get a warehouse, and they're going to have it in different states. It's going to be like this, like that. I need to take Chijoke. I need to tell him how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be. And you're going to have this. This is going to be, you're going to have a showroom. You're going to have this, and you're going to have that. I keep saying it, they think it's a joke. Let me tell you, there are so much that the Lord is going to do to turn things around in this place. He said, Moses said, "Thus said the Lord, about midnight will I go out into the midst of Egypt." Your enemies are in trouble. You may not know them, you don't need to know them, but they are already in trouble. Already in trouble. Already in trouble. The Lord will go by midnight. Go by midnight. And then there will be a proclamation. And he will visit them by death. Amen. Is somebody hearing me? Yes, the Lord will visit them by what? Yes. Let me tell you, there are things that need to die for new things. And there are people that need to go for new things to also happen in your life. There are people that will not see December 26th. You know, December 26th is our day, but there are people that will not live to see that day. And there are people that will see that day, but they cannot come out. They will only hear by the hearing of the ear, and they will see by the seeing of the eye, but they cannot come there and they will not partake of it. Because why? They vow that it will never happen. You know how terrible the man is? They took my name, took the name of this church, and they went to an occultic coven and placed it and put an embargo. Until the Lord sent me somewhere. And I went there and said, pray here and destroy whatever it is done. Sent a woman to come to this place, and the woman came, and certain things was done. It will be revealed on that day. Most of them will not see December 26th. Bible said all the firstborn in the land of Egypt shall die. From the firstborn of Pharaoh that sitteth upon his throne, even unto the firstborn of the maidservant that is behind the meal, and all the firstborn of the beasts. The Bible said in verse 6, and there shall be a great cry throughout all the land of Egypt, such as there was none like it, nor shall be like it any more. But against any of the children of light refiners shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the refiners and other churches. Sit down, say with me. Because I took my ground on certain decisions, some people who opened their mouth and they were saying nonsense. Be afraid of God. If I'm a man of God and a man of the Spirit, and every time I take certain decisions, know that God is behind it. If I'm a man that is not wicked, if I'm a man that is down to earth, but a time comes that I take certain decisions, you should know that there is a backing of God. You don't go saying nonsense. And somebody open his mouth and say, no, open again one. You know, there are things that God will hear. You'll be angry and he will return it. What if God returns it? You may belittle any man, but not the man of God. Yes, sir. No matter the size, don't belittle him. Don't ridicule against him. Rather, swallow whatever you want to say and hold your peace and walk away. Because God said that not even a dog shall lift up his tongue. Let me tell you, when we travel home, all of you that will travel to your communities, you will travel peacefully, you will come back peacefully, nobody shall die. None of your children will die. None of your loved ones will die. The way I release you, that's the way you will come back to me. The angels of this church, they are strong and mighty angels. They will watch over you. They will keep you. They will sustain you. They will defend you. They will protect you. In the name of Jesus. Say because there is a difference between life refiners and others. See that too. So some of my children on the way coming back today. Some will leave tomorrow to come back. There are about 17, 18 of them that traveled down to the east. And they are coming back. Some returned yesterday. Some are coming back today. Some will come back tomorrow. Some will return with mommy within the week. Because everything is completed. The Bible says you will defeat the enemy with the words of your testimony. And with the blood. The night vigil we had here, we were praying here, and we prayed against forces of darkness. They visited the home. They visited the home. And for them to open the door in the morning, they saw them dead at the balcony. Let me tell you, anyone that will turn into any kind of birds, or into any kind of animal, to attack your life in this season, they shall die. Unto your testimonies linking the prayer you have prayed. God is a faithful God. He's an awesome God. Do you know the wonderful thing? They cut off my village light over 1 year. And when they finished yesterday, and they need to test run everything, the main gen has not been commissioned. They will come from Port Harcourt to commission it. But they needed a light because the big gen there cannot carry the whole ACs and the whole thing. The NEPA brought the light. To hear the latest testimony. I said, tell me I want to hear. He said the light that was cut off for over 1 year, they restored it for us to test everything. And the light is still on now. You see, you might be looking for miracles. There are things that God will do. You never know it's a great miracle. And until you appreciate it, the bigger one will not come. That is why I celebrate God. I celebrate it. Hallelujah. Yeah. Take your seat and stay with me. We are going somewhere. And I'm about rounding up. And look at it. In verse number 8. He said, and all these thy servants stand up. I want you to face your father's house. Remove this your finger of warning. And I want you to warn that enemy in your family. Tell him, you. I've been troubling my father's house. He said, you and thy servants. You will come down unto me. And bow down yourselves. Unto me. Saying, enough is enough. I am tired of attacking your life. I surrender today. From today. Go your way. And it shall be so. Let me hear the word, amen. That is what Moses said to Pharaoh. All these thy servants shall come down unto me and bow down themselves unto me. Say, get thee out, and all the people that follow thee. And after that I will go out. And he went out from Pharaoh in a great what? Anger. You know, I don't like speaking in anger. Anytime I'm provoked, and anything I say happens, it doesn't waste time. Anytime a child of God is provoked with everything that makes you the human you are in God, every declaration comes. And how many of you know that being my spiritual sons and daughters, that the grace I carry operates in your life? That's why people should not talk or deal with you anyhow. All good, the audacious God. Are you getting what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Maki ma umoke ma ndi otubi ma ndi na-ejere ka ozi. Unu ga-abịa n'iru m wee kpọọ isi a. Si na ike unu ga-enye m nsogbu ọbụla mbụọ. Have they not troubled you enough? Is there anybody here without an enemy?
No, sir.
I don't have an enemy. I don't have an enemy. I'm Matapam. Onega buwane, oniga kampepa, chukuna buwane, oniga kampepa. Oniga buwane netubo, oniga kampepa, chukuna buwane. And the Lord said unto Moses, Pharaoh shall not do what? But there is a purpose. He said that my wonders may be multiplied in the land of where? There are many that will not believe in you. Many will not believe in us. But it is that the wonders of the Lord will be multiplied. Is it possible for you to wake up tomorrow and see 10 million in your account? Is it possible for you to wake up and see 20 million in your account? Is it possible for you to wake up and see 5 million in your account? Three of you just wake up and you hear a lot of 15 million. Impossible. Then it will happen. Because God Almighty, He will bring to pass every of His covenant promises. Yes, sir. Unto this commission. Hallelujah. Yeah. Hallelujah. Amen. I want you to hear this secret. It is a secret. But not many people will understand what I go through secretly with God concerning you. That is why it's going to be a wonder. Is someone hearing me? Yes, sir. Because each time I have communion with God, over here now we are Banyero or Madinamaya. And He promised me that He will do them all. Amen. I want you to turn around and look at yourself. And walk up to 8, 9, 10 persons and tell them, God will better my life more than you know. soludo ni. Bam ihe ga-eme na mbara be di gị. Ma ọ bụrụ na gị na soludo na fetisco. Gị na soludo bara si na ka ona. Before Pharaoh. Because everything I'm saying here, you may doubt me, go ahead. You may not believe me, go ahead. But I stand as an oracle of God. Yes, sir. And I place a demand before God. Yeah. Hear this. Can you see your neighbor now? I will credit the account of your children in you. Hear this. Who will make it? 7. The other one. Just go. Who will make it? 3. The lady among your children, not about what you and your husband will get. And each of your children, I credit in the account. Can't you rewind? What is the name of it? Maybe say 2 million. In their own account for their school, for their everything. What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? To do what? Out of his. Tell somebody, he forgot that there is chapter 12. Tell somebody, Pharaoh forgot him in chapter 12. Now, get to me to chapter 12 and verse 1. Then what happened there? Unto who? And who? Where? What saying? Which month? I said which month? I said which month? What did he say? The month of what? Beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year unto me. Pastor Sam, what has been the first month of the most powerful? What has been the first month of refiners? November. Of the year? You don't start when others start. God said this shall be the beginning of your month. And others are waiting for their month. This shall be the beginning of our month. Why will it happen? Take me to verse 3. He says, speak unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, in the 10th day of this month, they shall take to them every man a what? According to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house. Now, let me complete it. He said, you will kill it, put the blood on the litters and on the posts of the house, because this night, the Lord will release the angel of death. Yes, the Lord will do what? Hear me. Your 10th day can be any day. Yes, sir. Your 10th day can be any day. So our 10th day is tonight. If you don't have anointing oil, you buy one before you go. When you get home this night, on the lintel of the door and on the side of the door, before it is 12 midnight, anoint it. Don't come out. If your bedroom and toilet is outside, take bucket inside. This night, when did I say? This night. Because tonight, God will walk around in all our houses. If your husband travel, call him and tell him. If your wife travel, call her and tell her. Like I will tell mommy after the service. I will tell her, remind me to tell her, and you also tell her. So that they will do it anywhere they are. Because tonight, God will settle every matter that concerns you. Don't joke with it. Don't play with it. Don't think it's a joke. Because this night, the God of refiners, the God of the most powerful, Chineke get Reverend Dr. Samson, Chineke get Papa Chedosia, Chineke get Papa Isaac, Chineke get Dr. Mota, Chineke get Handboki, Chineke get Papa the Boy. He will rise up tonight in the name of Jesus. And from tomorrow morning, hallelujah. The enemies come. God is simply telling the children of Israel that chapter 12 is your new dawn. He said, and Pharaoh will throw you out by force and in the haste. Pharaoh did it and also pleaded and said, please pray for me. Because God dealt with them. And God released wealth into the hand of the children of Israel. This night and this week is important. I said this night and this week is what? Important. Lift up your hands into heaven. Say, my Father, my Maker. My Father, my Maker. This is my new dawn. This is my new dawn. According to your word. According to your word. And the end of my enemies. And the end of my enemies. of Jesus. All that have caused delay. All that have caused pain. All that have caused poverty. Unto my life. Oh Lord. Be there tonight. In the name of Jesus. Let me hear it. Finite comprehensive amen. Be the glory, great is He, so Talk to him in the language you will understand. Thank him ahead of the miracles, ahead of the blessings for the week. Thank him ahead of it. Thank him because he has done it already. Thank him, thank him, thank him, thank him, In Jesus' mighty name we have prayed. Lay the hands upon your head and prophesy blessings into your life. Because the blessing is starting now. It's starting from now. Open your mouth and prophesy. Open your mouth and prophesy. Whatever God hear you say, that is what He's going to do. Prophesy God's blessings, God's breakthrough, God's blessings, God's provision, God's abundance, God's protection, God's defense upon your life. It is done in the name of Jesus. It is done in the name of Jesus. I need 18 persons now. 18. No, 19. 19 persons. You have 1,000 in your pocket right there. I want you to bring it to me here. Wrong. 19 of you. 19 of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's okay, don't come again. Now by force. Gather them, count them for me. Gather them, count them for me. Count them. Thank you, God bless you. Count them immediately. Count them. Now lift up your offering and let's give to God your offering, your seed of faith.